It's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida, celebrating 30,000 subscribers, and you helped. Anyway, so this is a 14 by 14 inch canvas, and this is a pan of colors that I have left sitting in my studio because I had stuff I had to take care of for about 3 days. I don't know what's going to be here. It looks like it's kind of nice that the Floetrol might have gone glossy on the top of it. I don't even know if I can excavate this from here, but this is a heck of an experiment. I'm going to throw that away before it blows into something I don't want it in. Yeah, find my wastebasket. I'm going to coat this canvas, not with white pearl. I'm going to coat it with some white paint. And I'm going to pull out my OXO omelet turning spatula and make that paint spread. This spatula, if you ask me for the link or you look for it on the Amazon link below the video, you should find it. And if you ask me, I'll give you the link. But glasses should be on my eyes so I can see the difference between white canvas and white paint. And it occurs to me it would have been better if I had cleaned them first. As you might imagine what glasses look like once they're dedicated to a studio area. That's the deal. Alright, so I don't know what's going to happen, but it occurred to me that if I wanted to start with an entire base of Floetrol, which is the major ingredient in my paint pouring recipe that you can find in almost every video under show more, under the description. This is going in a bucket of water. I recommend pouring that water into the yard. I'm going to take that away for a second, as I can, and put this over here. Let's see what happens when I put a few colors in there. Let's put some gold in there. And see what happens to it. This is going to be as different for me as it is for you. Let's do just enough. I have some pretty magenta. Do I want the stuff with the metallic? I use golden products a lot of times, and the golden product that I use to make my paints shimmer if I'm not buying craft paints, metallic craft paints, is called Iridescent Pearl Fine. Anyway, that's what I add in. I add in as much as I feel I need at the time and shake it up. So it's not all completely what we started with, but I really want some white. But you know what? I have white, and if push comes to shove, I can always swipe stuff and skewer stuff. And oh, I'm going to put my wet cotton sweatshirt material rag that I wipe my hands on. I'm going to get that wet because I forgot. Okay, so over here I have a shovel, I have a scoop, I have all of my Princeton Catalyst art tools, which are going to be handy in a minute, maybe. So do I want a scoop? Maybe a scoop will tell me what I'm dealing with. Oh my, that's thick. Well, it has been 3 days. And I did add some stuff that should freshen it up a little bit. I do put GAC 800 in all my colors, which means that if I want to leave my paint thick, I can. Which might be nice, depending on how much I like the design that I make by accident, on purpose, whatever you want to call it. Just going to keep scooping stuff out. And sort of ribbon pouring it. I think what I want to do is take one of my spatulas. Not the one I was looking for. There we go. There's my favorite. Yes, I got dribbles. I don't care. I like dribbles. Dribbles are good. Most of the time. Maybe not every time. Alright. That might get used again, but I think in the bucket for now. I used my sand shovel bucket, my dollar store sand shovels, plastic, and you get a bucket. And I keep my tools in there as I go along. Ooh, there's some pretty colors under there. Let's grab that. With what? Another scoop. The scoops came from Hobby Lobby. And I'm not recommending that you leave your paint sitting in a shallow dish with sticky wrap over it. I guess it might be Saran. It might be Glad, actually. Unless this works awesomely well. I still thought I was going to tip a minute ago. But I'm kind of enjoying just playing with it, so you can never tell what I'm going to get up to, honestly. I like using the flat front of my scoops and my shovels as tools for making flat ribbon pours. I got some beautiful colors here, I tell you what. It looks pretty dark, and it might look dark to you, but there's some Prussian blue in there. And this is just, I'm just having fun. What can I say? That's the way it goes. So I'm going to do what I did again, and I'm going to push that paint right down. This was a nice pan of colors to begin with, and I didn't mess with it too much, but I'm liking the effect that I see in the pan without having to stir it, which will tell you, how things work with the Floetrol. Even if it rose to the surface to a degree, I didn't have to re-stir it to use it. At least that's the way it seems right now. And I can just put that right down. And I use my spatulas a lot of times to get residual paint to move out of my shovels and my spatulas, because I don't like wasting paint. And it happens sometimes, you can't control every situation. You shouldn't think you're working with accidental art. You should pretty much never think you have complete control, but my aim is to be able to utilize the effects that I get in tandem with my desire to create abstract expressionist art also. Now I haven't started with the skewers, and I still have paint left in my dish, so I think I'm just going to keep grabbing what I see and trying to get the nice colors to come out and join us. I think it will require a little assistance though from my Princeton Catalyst spatulas. And there is one of those, actually there's more than one of them listed on my Amazon link. But when you find one, you have to look for the little numbers, because this one's a number 2. That one's a number, which way up? Well, it's either a 6 or a 9. It's a 6. That one's a 5. My favorite one is probably number 1. Yes, it is my favorite one. And number 3, a couple of them I just got recently. So I like using the art tools to drag paint. And since we have a nice thick white layer underneath and paint flows to paint, like I always say, I can just play as I will. But I have such nice paint over here still. I'm not ready to give up yet, which is kind of interesting because we're kind of out of space. I've been playing with geometrics lately, and I'm sure you guys have seen some by now, and I really like the series, but I want to use this paint as much as I want to do that. So I'm going to try and just keep experimenting with the shapes and the lines that I can make. And I'm really kind of pleased with how this turned out, I'm sorry if I'm quiet. It doesn't last long though. No worries there. I'm going to have to post a bunch of videos in advance and get busy on the book if we're going to have it out by Christmas. My editor tells me a couple weeks, and it's almost the end of October right now. So, wow. I'm liking that. I'm kind of eyeballing it to see if there might be something, ooh, not brown, something, I'm going to wipe that off now. A color a color that I might like to add, or even some dots, because I like dots, and I'm not alone. There's a bunch of you that like dots. We all get a little dotty once in a while. You can make dots in a whole lot of ways. You can make dots with squeeze bottles. I think I'm just going to use my little scoop over here and put some pretty pink in there, metallic. Yeah, I like that. And let's do a double wide. I don't know how many pink dots I want, but I see that it's a hot day out here again. It's like 85. And when it's 85, my paint dries, my background paint dries quite thoroughly. I haven't done anything like I thought I was going to do. We got 7 minutes left though. I'm not sure I need that spiral there. Maybe just fill it in. Drag it out. Learn to live with it and love it. Which reminds me, I saw somebody in the Abstract Expressionist Art Appreciation group, my group on Facebook, and so they were having a discussion about a swipe, and several somebodies I think suggested that they might embellish it, and it was just perfect as it was. Which brings me to my point. If you do an artwork and you don't like it initially, don't necessarily plan on doing anything drastic to it, because you might like it a lot more than you think you will the next time you look at it. Something in us, all of us, makes us not fully appreciate what we've got in front of us. Like somehow we had this expectation that wasn't met, and now we should condemn our work. But it's, you know, it's a lot of it is accidental art. Which, here's another thing that I just remembered. You can cover color with other color. So where do I want that? I want to get busy with a skewer, or maybe this pointy tool, number 3. I don't want to get too busy. I didn't really swipe anything, and I'm not feeling sort of overly swipe-ish. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But I have been enjoying a lot of lines lately, so let's make it hairy, shall we? Hairy for fun. Which reminds me, I like waggling, which is what I call this. This is waggling for me. I don't know how much further I want to go. It doesn't matter how much time I have left. I used my paint, and that was my mission. I really want something brighter in there, though. I don't know. I might be sorry about that. Maybe my theory about... Let's see if I can have a fairly clean skewer. Let's do what I want to do. Because I can. Let's splooge some paint all over the place. Not what I had in mind. So this pink disappears really easily. And today, when I mixed it up, I added just a little bit of white. It's a Artist Loft neon pink, and it's quite sheer. So I added some white, and I also added a little tiny splash of magenta by Golden, just to zhuzh the color back up. And I don't mind a little pink here and there. It does make me want to do just something a little wilder, a little wagglier. Yeah, that helps. I like that. I think so. I think I like it a lot. Glad I did that, actually. Just makes me wonder where else it should be needed. I sometimes use a straw, and I have, because the paint is thick, I'm really tempted to have a look and see. Okay, instead of a straw, we're going to use my medical tubing. I just need to know, so we're going to do that. We're going to blow some around. And skewer it some more. It might not be the most compelling piece I've ever done, but I'm kind of having a good time, and that's what I'm here for. So it's working for me. Not much of an explanation, was it? Oh well. So I have some lighter orange, and I kind of want to see what that's going to do, or if I'm even going to like it. The littler squeeze bottles are pretty good for dotting things. That looks like it probably could have benefited from a little more of a shake, but I do believe I did shake it. Alright, I don't like that brown down there. I'm going to wipe off my skewer. We got 2 minutes, so I'm going to tell you that if you appreciate what I do and you want to help me support my studio and help purchase art supplies, and so I can continue making videos, that would be awesome. I have PayPal and Patreon links both on my YouTube header and in the description. Actually, the ones on the YouTube header are icons. The ones in the description are links. You'd think I would be able to do this right by now, wouldn't you? I like that blue. I like that blue, and I want to clean the schmutz off my stick. Yeah, that's a little better. I'm a lot happier with that than I was a moment ago. I love that metallic blue. That is actually an Arteza blue that they sent me, and then I added yes, my golden iridescent pearl fine to it. And no, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing, but I kind of like it. We got 47 seconds left, and then there'll be another minute. So I should tell you that there's Pinterest and a link to my Instagram at the bottom of the description. You have to go under Show More, though. Also, there's 300 videos plus now, and if you're just new to this, a lot of them are pretty good. Similar. If you like these, you'll probably like those. These, yeah. This. Anyway, so I'm having a good time filling that in, and I'm thinking that I might want to do some more of that. Maybe because I can moment. Yeah, something's clogging my tip a little, and I don't like it. And it just unclogged, and I'm not sure I like that any better. Alright, so I got a minute, and I told you where the recipe was. I told you how to donate if you want. I want to say thank you very much to all my contributors who've kept me painting. And thank you to everybody who subscribed. And I am still... Oh, I'm loving the new you.To photograph place, which is, I believe, on a YouTube community part of my page. I have no idea how to get you there, but I hope you find it because it's really neat. I like it a lot. And I try and post there lately. So far, so good. I've been posting the night before a video comes out so you can see what's coming up next. Or you could just check my playlist. I have schmutz on my stick and I don't want it in my painting. And I really did want to torch. I torched to remove the bubbles. So this is Priscilla in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, finishing a painting, which won't take too much longer, I don't think. And I'm going to probably torch. I'm not going to do anything else. But that's going to be the end of this.